Hello friends, today in this video we are going to see about the stages in counseling or the steps followed in the counseling process. There are 6 stages. These 6 stages form the beginning, middle and end of the counseling process. Now we will see all these 6 stages one by one. First stage is relationship building. What are the tasks included in this stage? Laying foundations for trust. Means when counselor and counselee meet each other and interact with each other, the trust will be developed in between counselor and counselee. Establishing the structure and form the relationship will take place. Relationship between counselor and counselee will take place in this stage. Their rapport will be developed between two, and there will be trust developed in counselor and counselee. Providing appropriate consent process. Articulating roles of counselor and client, developing a collaborative working alliance. As we know, in the counseling process, it is a collaborative work between counselor and counselee. So the trust will be developed and both will be able to work with each other for solving the problem. So in this stage, rapport will be developed and relationship will be developed between counselor and counselee, and they both interact genuinely with each other. Focus will be strengthened, and what is practical in this process, that will be decided at this stage. The next stage is assessment and diagnosis. In this stage, the following steps are included: conduction of psychological test and use of different tools, gathering information to promote understanding of client situation and perspective, assessment of collected data, and diagnosis. To get the information about the counselee, counselor will conduct various psychological tests and he will use different tools and techniques to gather the information. After gathering the information, counselor can understand the situation of the client. Here, the collected data will be assessed, and through this assessment, diagnosis of the problem will be done. The next stage is formulation of counseling goals. In this stage, deciding goals where they want their counseling journey to take them. Means they will focus on the end result of this process. So goal will be decided in this stage. Client's role will be decided. What will be the client's role in this process, that will be decided in this stage. Ownership and motivation factors are important in the process. So counselor will always motivate to the counselee, and he will make counselee comfortable for interacting with the counselor and open up with the counselor. So counselor can get the whole information and he will be better understand the counselee. A well-identified goal helps create a roadmap and means to evaluate the problem. Means if the goal is well identified or decided properly, then the action will be towards achieving the goal and roadmap will be developed, and that can be helped to solve the problem. Goals may change or evolve as therapy progress. As we know, counseling process is a long process in which in this stage various goals will be decided, but to achieve the ultimate goal or to solve the problem, there will be various goals in between the process, and those goals can be changed or evolve during the process. The next stage is intervention and problem solving. In this stage, planning begins to achieve the established goal. As we know, in the previous stage, goals were established, and to achieve that goal, the planning begins in this stage. Action is directed in accordance with new perspectives. Now the goals are decided, and to achieve that goal, our actions will be done or directed towards that direction. Offers educational information regarding options and advantages and disadvantages of each. In this stage, the counselor will inform to the counselee regarding various available options, and he will also give the ideas about advantages and disadvantages of each and every option. So it will be easy for the counselee to take right decision or to solve the problem. The next stage is termination and follow-up. In this stage, reviews progress. Whether there is any progress in this through this counseling process or not, that will be reviewed. Creates closure in client-counselor relationship and plan for future. Here, closure will be created by the counselor. The relationship between counselor and counselee will be at the stage of closure, and they will plan for the future activities. Here, counselor is having that assumption that counselee can solve his own problem by himself. Empowers client. So, throughout the process, counselor is motivating and giving various options, understanding, interacting with the counselee, and empowers the counselee, empowers the client. So he will be able to, now at this stage, he will be able to take his own decision. He can make his right decision or make right choice. Counselor is always mindful of avoiding fostering dependency. Counselor will never force his advice or his opinion on the counselee, but he always keep in mind, he always foster the independent behavior of the counselee. He never try to fostering dependency of the counselee. So he will make counselee able to take his own decisions. Now the last stage is research and evaluation. In this stage, generating hypothesis. So, as in the previous stage, the counselor has advised and given his opinion or given various options to the counselee for taking his own decision. So here, counselor will generate various hypotheses about that and trying intervention strategies. So he will try other strategies also to solve the problem of the counselee or to give options, more options to the counselee. Determining if or when goal is met. At this stage, the counselor will find out whether the goal is achieved or when it will be achieved. And last is planning for evaluation. At the end, the counselor will plan for the evaluation of the whole counseling process. So in this way, in these 6 stages, the counseling process will go on, and throughout the process, counselor will make sure that the counselee will be able to take his own decision at the end of this process. So these are the stages. So thank you for your patient listening. Thank you.